we're back home from the gym. I've had my post-workout meal of rice and chicken, and I wanted to take a moment to talk to you about protein powder. I've had protein powders from like everywhere, and I've learned that like it almost like you don't want to cheap out and get stuff with a lot of filler, but the more expensive the protein, not necessarily the better it is on your stomach. So today I wanted to give you my review on the Kirkland Whey protein and how it fits into a natural diet. And here we go. Let's talk about nutrition facts and ingredients. It has a little bit higher carbohydrate and a little bit higher fat content than a lot of protein powders that I've had. One serving has 2 grams of fat, one serving has 4 grams of carbs. Usually one serving of protein powder will have 1 or 1.5 grams of fat and 2 or 2.5 grams of carbs. So it's not that big of a deal, right? The protein is 25 grams of protein. Most protein powders are going to be 24. So again, not that big of a deal. Now, a good rule of thumb is that you want to buy something that doesn't have a lot of extra ingredients. You want the scoop size to correlate more closely to the protein content. This is not really that way. Usually there's about an 8-gram difference. This is a 10-gram difference. One serving size is 35 grams and the protein is 25 grams. In terms of ingredients, you can get individual protein powders, right? You can get a pure whey isolate or a pure whey concentrate or a pure hydrolyzed whey. I've never been a big fan of those. I always seem to have digestive problems with them. I don't know why. So I have actually kind of gravitated towards some of the blends. So like Cellucor was a blend, Flag Norfale was a blend, GNC Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard was a blend. And usually a blend will be whey isolate, whey concentrate, and hydrolyzed whey. This Kirkland stuff is whey isolate and whey concentrate, and that's it. And I think that's great because usually the more hydrolyzed the whey, the more my body doesn't like it. So I actually prefer the 2 type of whey blend that Kirkland is offering here. The ingredients itself, there's some stuff in here that I'm like, why? But also, like, I get it, right? It's not the smallest ingredient list in the world, but it's not the biggest ingredient list in the world I've ever seen. A lot of the ingredients in here are in here for flavoring. But I feel like they probably could have done the flavoring with less ingredients. I'm not upset with the ingredient list, and I'll let you read the ingredient list yourself. Maybe I can even screenshot it here and let you read that. But it's not the longest I've ever seen. It's not the shortest I've ever seen. I would prefer it to be shorter, but it is what it is. I have consumed this by mixing it in water and drinking it as a shake. I have consumed this by mixing it in almond milk and consuming it as a shake. I have consumed this milk and almond milk and water combined with this as a shake. And I've also mixed this into cream of rice with peanut butter and water and done it hot and great. The only thing I haven't done because I'm currently cutting is I have not mixed this with straight up milk. That's usually my go-to. It's what I prefer. I actually think that the fat and molecule structure of milk bind with this like with most whey really well, and my body actually digests that better, but I haven't done that because calories. Now, this is really smooth. It mixes in all of those instances really well. I have 0 problems with it. The flavor, I was actually really surprised by. Usually when you get some of these cheaper proteins, especially the primitive chocolate, it can taste kind of chalky, a little fake, maybe some plasticky flavors. But this actually really surprised me. This reminds me very heavily of hot chocolate. Like if you get the Sweet Miss packets of hot chocolate from when you were a kid with the marshmallows in it, that's what this reminds me of. It's really good. I actually highly enjoy it. It's the perfect amount of sweet and savory combined together. I have not had a single problem digesting this. And my system is actually pretty fickle when it comes to protein powders. A lot of the other protein powders I've had will give me gas, or if I don't have gas, it'll just make me feel bloated, like my tummy is too big. It's possible that this is not doing that to me because my calorie deficit is so steep right now that my body is just going to soak up anything I give it. But I have had zero issues with this. Now, this is a 70 serving bag, and I believe it was $47.99. And if you do that math, it's like 68 cents per scoop, per serving that you can use. Now, if you get the 80 serving bag of Gold Standard for like $63.99 at Costco, that's like 78 cents a serving. And then of course, when you get into the more, the pricier 2-pound things that you can get from Granite or Hostile or Axe & Sledge or Cellucor or Raw or Redcon or any of those places, that's when you start getting into the more than $1 per serving. And I think that this is an amazing price point, especially given the great flavor, the good digestibility, the easy mixing of this. I personally highly recommend this. 10 out of 10 would tell you to try it. Now, does that mean that your body is going to like it and accept it? No. But I think it's worth trying. I really hope that Kirkland makes this in more flavors in the future. This is the only flavor that they offer, the creamy chocolate. I would be interested, given that this is like hot chocolate, I would be interested in their vanilla flavor. Usually I stay away from vanilla, but I would actually be interested in it because the chocolate was so good. I would be interested if they did like strawberry, banana, birthday cake, mocha, espresso, like latte, any of those flavors. I would definitely try it. I think that Kirkland developed a good protein. This is not the best protein powder in the world, if you look in the ingredients and everything, but I stand by the fact that this is a supplement. You should not be using this as a main source of protein. If you're gonna do 5 or 6 scoops of this a day, you might regret that because it's not the best protein ever. But if you're only gonna do 1 scoop a day or 3 scoops a week, right? This is great. This is all your body needs to fill the cracks with the rest of your diet. So if you're a member of Costco, I highly recommend the Kirkland Whey protein. No, I'm not paid to say this. I just took a chance on it because it was cheap and I wanted to save some money. So totally recommend you doing the same.